everyone, Denise here. As with life, I am pivoting from a regular ship with me video and doing this a little bit of a hybrid approach. I have already shipped out all of these items and some of them I just had to get out, and so I wasn't able to shoot a video. Another video that I shot, I didn't feel like I was camera ready, but thought, hey, maybe I'll capture packaging up these items. And then the third part of this video is going to be me actually shipping out a regular ship with me for about 5 or 6 items. So let's get started. I hope you like this new approach. I'm just rolling with it. Let's talk about what sold in the... I believe I did a 25% off sale, but some items actually sold at full price. So once I got some momentum in my closet, then I found that items were selling for full price. So the first item to sell was a pair of Lululemon speed up shorts. They were the 2.5 inch, a size 6. I sold those for $44. Those were just the full price that I had them for in my closet. The next item to sell is something a little bit random, but I had bought them thinking I was going to use them and I didn't. They were these really pretty cobalt blue apothecary jars, I called them. I sold 5 of them for $13. I think I picked up all 5 of them for $2. The next item I sold, I had listed as a set, so both of these pairs of shorts I listed together. The brand is called Balance Athletica. It's not that common to find. I believe they had a little bit of a name change, and so Balance Athletica is what I sold them as. They're very much like Lululemon Hottie Hot shorts, but they have, the liner had a thong, which I found interesting. I sold 2 pairs of those, kind of an orange color pair and a gray pair for $50. A smaller sale was a Lululemon, just a printed sports bra. This bra, I couldn't really get more details on. It had an interesting back to it. You know, some of the older styles of sports bras, it's just harder to figure out what exactly it is. So I literally just said Lululemon printed sports bra. It did have a size tag of 8. I sold that for $18. On the heels of the bra, I sold a Lululemon pair of reveal tights. They were called the Interconnect Seamless. They were really interesting. They sort of have a pattern in the legs of them with holes, and those sold for $36. I definitely got those at the bins and they had a lot of wear to them. I did as best as I could to depill them, but I actually just put in the listing like, hey, these have wear to them. So that's why I let them go for that price. The next item I sold was a beautiful ModCloth Monarch butterfly dress. It was a 2X. This was a full price sale. I had just had someone offer me $30 for the dress, which I declined. Someone swooped in and bought it for $42. So when I repost items, I take the opportunity to look at naming convention, which means the title of the item. I take the opportunity to see what I have in the description, if the photos are clear. I really just pause on that item. I don't just copy it, relist it, and delete the old posting. I sold these Hoka Clifton 5 sneakers in a size 9.5 for $58, and that was an offer to Liker. Now, I usually don't have Hoka sit in my closet for 60 days. I was like, what is going on with these sneakers? Like, why aren't they selling? Well, I noticed I had them as Hoka One One in my closet. And we have these moments as resellers, especially with brands like Anthropologie. Am I gonna call it Anthropologie, or am I gonna call it Maeve? Am I gonna call it Anthropologie, or am I gonna call it Pilcrow? I had the same moment with the Hokas. Now the side of these sneakers literally says Hoka One One. I listed them as Hoka One One. They didn't get any traction. Like, they got mediocre traction, but they didn't get Hoka traction. So I decided when I reposted them to post them as just Hoka, dropped the One One, dropped it out of my title, and guess what? They sold within a week. I swear, I have these moments. I'm like, what was I thinking? No on the One One. Like, people just search Hokas. Next up, a pair of vintage Gramici nylon climbing pants. These were made in the USA. They're just a particular style of pants. They kind of have a gusseted crotch. That's what they call them, which means they have a lot more depth so people can stretch their legs and wear pants when rock climbing, indoor climbing, whatever. The person actually messaged me, adorable, who bought these pants and said, hey, if you find any more of these, please let me know. So that's kind of cool. I love that when I pick up things that people are looking for. Next item to sell was a Madewell Augustus cable knit sweater. I know for a fact I bought this at the bins and I sold it for $18. I had this in my closet for a very long time, and unless it is current within the last 2 years, I am not picking up Madewell. Definitely not old Madewell sweaters. The next sale was a Free People masquerade cuff thermal in paprika. Shipping up are a pair of Acne Studios. They were called the Milk Mid Blue Jeans, size 26. I sold these for $54. Now, the items I am going to be shipping on camera but not talking about. The first item that sold is just a really cute pair of they were called Native shoes, Jefferson marbled shoes. They were a toddler size 12. I had never picked up Native before or sold them. They're like Crocs, but a little bit more stylish. I got them at the bins. They sold for $21. The next item that sold was a pair of UIN Wave Art canvas shoes. I had to add men's size 9 to the title of this because I was getting a lot of women thinking they were women's shoes, but they were actually men's. So in this case, because I had so many inquiries from women, even though I had them under men's shoes, slip-on or whatever, they sometimes, I don't know if you've ever noticed that, you search for something, a pair of shoes, a pair of sneakers, and it'll show all size 10, men's size 10 and women's size 10. So that's a little bit confusing about Poshmark search. The next item to sell was a bundle, J. Crew midi sheath dress, and a pair of UGG Melinda platform wedge sandals. I had the dress in my closet for $39. I bought this, I thrifted it for myself, and really don't have many opportunities to wear things like this, so I decided to sell it. So $32 and $39. I actually offered the person who had bundled it $50 and she accepted. The next item I am sending off is a Crush Cashmere. It was a V-neck sweater in raspberry. Now this is one of those companies that size this as a size 2, which is a medium. I'm not sure why companies think they are being creative by doing this. Had some pilling and I just disclosed that and cleaned it up a little bit before I sent it off to make sure that the buyer would be pleasantly surprised with the least amount of pilling possible. Next up is a pair of Galvin Green Ventilate is this Galvin Green. I think they're golf shorts. They felt synthetic. They were actually really nice quality. When I sourced them at the bins, they just stood out to me as looking really nice. I will pick up men's shorts. I feel like I sell men's shorts easily. They were in my closet for about 6 months. They were called the Paolo shorts in a size 36 and I sold them for $32. And the last item I'm packing up right now, and I actually don't have what the item is when I put them in the inventory bag, so I grabbed a pair of black Patagonia pants, but then as you can see when I'm shipping them, I realized that those are not the right black pants. These were just a pair of Patagonia roaming joggers, size small. I had higher expectations for these joggers because they're actually current on the Patagonia website for like $99. I wound up selling them for $23. I think I had them for $32 in my closet. They definitely had washwear. Let's just jump right into my garage, my shipping station, and see what else sold this weekend. The first thing that sold is just a very simple Gucci dust bag. I'm not sure if it's for a purse or shoes, but this is an era that was still made in Italy. I don't think they're made in Italy anymore. It does have some marks and stains on it, and I just simply stated that in my listing that this needs a hand washing. Little disclaimer, if you can hear loud construction equipment, and a developer is building a new house, which is very common around here because there aren't a lot of lots for building. So people will buy old homes. I live in a 1960s neighborhood, tear them down, and then build a new house. So right now they are finally building and digging out the foundation, and boy is it fun. It is just mud and rocks and construction equipment and the trucks to take the fill out of the space. So that's what I'm sort of living with these days. So these are a brand that I have told you to be on the lookout for. It's called Ibex. It is produced in the United States, or the majority of it is produced in the United States. I have a little twinge of, when I tried them on this morning, maybe I should keep these. And as we know in the reseller world, it's hard to pass on a $126 sale. So these are going to a new home. The next item to sell is just this really basic and simple Patagonia. This is more like a skull cap. It's a pretty basic winter hat. The next two items I sold were actually sold as one listing as a set. It is in my very recent thrift haul video. I picked these up when I picked up the Veronica beard, when I picked up the Sundance cardigan, when I picked up so many items. That was such a beautiful thrifting day. I just went back there yesterday and it was not a beautiful thrifting day. So this is just a J. Crew lounge set. It's a really nice heavyweight thermal jogger and matching top. These separates sold on the J. Crew website, I want to say for close to upwards of $88 or something per piece. So I received an offer, or I sent out an offer, something along those lines, for $57 for both pieces. I'm about to run out of battery, so I'm gonna quickly share the last item that sold, and that is simply just a pair of Hunter Welly boots. These are actually from my personal closet. I wanted to sell them, but I'll tell you friends, they have a lot of wear and I let them go for 20 bucks. So I let people know in the listing, like, hey, I'm selling these boots for, I think I had them listed for 28 or 25. I anticipated to let them go for around $20. Someone had sent me an offer earlier in the week for like around $10. I don't do great with Hunter boots, but since they were mine, I just thought I'm gonna throw them up there and see what happens and everything. So anyway, that's what I had. I hope you enjoyed this very interesting video. Please subscribe if you like this, and I hope everyone's doing well. Happy March. I hope sales are up. I am glad February and January are behind us. I feel like it's spring coming and sales are gonna pick up. People will be shopping. Take care.